Well, for a young dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could see that how did you grow up? Like, as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like OGs and stuff like that, because you kind of mature, you real mature for your age. You know what I'm saying? You look young.
Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I grew up around a lot of older dudes, so I guess that's kind of got something to do with it.
Do you ever hear that in your music? Like, to compare your music to a lot of the young cast of new artists that's coming out now, and versus you, it's like me being older, I can listen to you. It's certain artists I'm not about to listen to, bro. I keep it funky with you. I can't relate. I can't feel what they talking about. It ain't like I don't hear too much shooting grandmas, killing everybody. Like, you have a real story and a storyline to your music, and I'm trying to see where did that stem from and what made you decide to go that route versus what everybody else is doing.
I guess my influences, like what I listen, I ain't really listen. I don't know. I'm not really into no weirdo shit.
Okay.
I ain't no weirdo nigga. Like I'm me.
Right.
I can't be nothing else. You feel me? So I feel like, shit, I'm not no abstract nigga. I'ma just talk about what I see or what I feel, and if you don't feel it, fuck it. If you do, then that's cool. Like, that's how I be feeling. Bro, I don't know.
Right.
I don't try to understand them. You feel me? I don't try to understand anyone but myself.
How is it a struggle sometimes to grow, like, to come up in this game in an era where it's being weird or being, doing extra shit is cool, but you're not doing all of that. So is it a challenge sometimes for you in the game?
Nope. I mean, I feel like maybe they a little more exciting for the moment.
Right.
I mean, it's a little more entertainment, I guess. I don't know, but I just be me.
Right.
Like, I can't do nothing that's outside of my character. If I end up getting in some type of trouble or something, God forbid, I mean, that's just what it be. Or like, I don't know. Like, I guess a lot of niggas be trying to like make that happen for themselves or whatever. Like, I don't want to go back to that. That's the difference between me and niggas. I done been through that. My best friend died in a high speed chase. I don't want to get that. Fuck that shit. Like,
Right.
That's not what I want to do. I don't want to have nothing to do with none of that.
Right.
So what are your plans? You know what I'm saying? I like to always hear like okay, of course the music and popping. What are your plans though? Like what's next for you? Like, as far as what do you see yourself in the future? Or do you even look that far ahead?
I mean, what I hope to do is, put all my family on. Like, I be telling my peoples, like, I feel like my job is to be the tree and everybody else is the branches. Like, be able to create business opportunities for all my family members and stuff like that. That's what I look at life as. Like, I'm just you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to do my job at the same time, do whatever I got to do to make what I can make and put my people in position. That's what I feel like.
Do you still live in Cali?
I got 2 houses. I got one in Atlanta and I got one in LA.
Because you know what they say? They say in order for a tree to be, survive, the roots got to grow away from the tree. You know what I mean? A lot of times they say you got to move away from where you are or where you from to really succeed.
I don't really feel like I got to go nowhere, but I mean, I feel like Atlanta's a nice spot. I like Atlanta. I like LA. I ain't going nowhere. That's where everybody moves to get away from they.
Right.
It's like, I'm not going nowhere. I may move out of my hood, like, but I'm not moving out of California though.
So where did all your recent success come from? Because I know Feed the Streets 2 is doing good. You said you got 2 houses, so you got to be making some money. So let's go back to the first mixtape when you really started making some bread. I mean, what was it, the first tape, or you really been seeing a lot of like growth as far as money and revenue from the second tape?
I mean, it really just shows. Die Young really did it. The first mixtape I did shows in LA. It was like local. It was cool. I was kind of getting a little buzz in different places, but it just naturally was growing. So the more and more I started getting posted after Die Young got put out, and that's when everybody started reaching back to the old mixtape. So you can kind of say Die Young did it for everything, because it was a stem of bridging the gap of my old mixtape to my new shit, like my new stuff coming out. So it was like it just bridged everything, and that's what made everything go.
So how long has Die Young actually been out?
Since July.
Put out in July.
Yeah. It's November? It's about like 5 months.
That's pretty crazy. Like, for it to move that fast like that. How did you feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, I
was it
still
shocking?
don't believe in fame, man. I still don't believe I'm famous. You see how I just came to this radio station?
Yeah.
One nigga with me.
Yeah. That's how you should always
I was
run
about
too.
to say that. Right.
You stay out of trouble that way.
Yeah, I got a team though. I usually have like, you know, my big homie and my brother with me, but they back in the city handling my business for me. So
Right.
it's them two, and then I got my little bodyguard. But that's it. It just be us every time.
You
I
seem
salute
like
that.
for a young kid, you've been through a lot. You know what I mean? You've
Yeah.
had to mature quickly. You know what I mean? So hanging around Meek, who's been through a lot, what type of advice and what's your conversations like with him? What type of advice does he give you?
It really just sharpened my, you know, my brain.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I already had a idea on what I wanted to do as far as being a boss, but being with him kind of, it made me actually have some type of, like, it allowed me to know what to do, if that makes sense. Like, not just think about it. Like, oh, I
Some
want to do
direction.
that. It was
Right.
like, all right, you could do this to be here. You feel me? It kind of gave me some type of guidance on what to do. Like, not just a end result, more of a process layout type
Right.
shit. Yeah.
So how did you and Meek actually meet? Because that's, I mean, of
Out
course,
here.
out here in Atlanta.
Yeah. We met at Astro. Yeah. O'Malley, well, Meek was recording in the back, and I was in the middle room. And I was working on Feed the Streets too. And I was like, I got like, I guess O'Malley already knew like about my music and stuff. So then like they like linked that shit together.
Wow. So what was that? What was that thought like? Like, damn, man,
I was just playing music, really. It wasn't even like, it was just meeting him, playing music, and then the conversation started when we started talking about my projects.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So like we was started by talking about where I was from, and then he was talking about YG. Shout out to YG, that's the homie. He was talking about YG and how they, you know what I'm saying, they was like close and stuff when they was coming up. And then he was like comparing us, and then I was telling him about like the difference between my hood and YG hood, and how, but YG like right down the street from me. So it
Right.
was like, I was just telling him like, you know, like YG, he, you know, I know his big homies, but I'm from Park Village, like right around the corner. So then we was just chopping it up about that, and it started from there. It just went on.
So what made you decide to like, you really just like rock with Meek like that? You know what I'm saying? As far as like Big Brother, 'cause I'm pretty sure at this point everybody's in your DMs, everybody's hitting you up, everybody trying to see what the hell you got going on.
Yeah. I mean, so with Meek, it was like, it never was forced. You feel
Right.
me? Like I never really, I don't know. It just never was a forced thing. And then two, you know, like, it just stuff that he told me that like a lot of people don't really like give you that game. You
Right.
feel me? They try to, they be hurt. You feel me? So they speaking from pain, but at the end of the day, Meek could like speak from just like experience, and you kind of know that because it don't be no bias with it. Like, he'll tell you times he fucked up, and he be like, nigga, I shouldn't have did that. Like,
Right.
real men, that's what they do.
Right.
Feel me?
They try to stop you from making the same mistakes that they
Yeah.
made.
A rapper with an ego, they'll just be like, they won't even comment on that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's
Or
like,
make excuses.
right. So that's the difference. When you can look a nigga in his eye and tell, like, yeah,
He's solid.
Yeah,
So what's next for you, man? Tours? What's going on with that?
man.
Cause this Die Young record is, like I said, like it's hard to come from a record all the way to the West Coast to get all the way over here this fast.
Yeah, man.
When I tell you, like, I was late, I keep it funky with you. When I heard in the club, I seen about 100 people singing. I'm like, damn, I pride myself on being up on music.
Yeah.
But I had to make sure I hit that Shazam. So shout out to you and your business, because you got your business right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I've been listening to your album ever since.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Tours what?
Yeah, tour soon for sure. I'll be on tour. February US tour, January UK.
Wow, already.
Yeah.
How's the response overseas with your music?
That's like 30%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I mean, RIP to the dudes that was lost to the song, but I guess it went viral. I seen it went viral on the internet. They was playing my music, and I think a day later they passed away. But that was like the last video they put up.
Wow.
So then it kind of went viral in London. And then it was weird. I was just like, what the heck? So then
So the dudes that kind of started the like it from going viral passed away like a day later after
it wasn't that they made it go viral. It was that the last song they played was my song. on live or on their story or something.
So when people was just reposting it, they was like,
that's
yo, they
what
died.
made it go, yeah.
And then the content of the
Wow.
song, the
right.
context
and
of the
it
song.
was like, but then people started saying it was curse and all this shit. I was like, what the fuck, man? But it made it go viral. So it was just like, I ain't do that shit. It just kind of made it happen.
That kind of brings it full circle though, like the pain.
Yeah, it was
Like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? That makes it like even
Yeah.
like realer to me. I don't see a curse. I see like it's like realer.
Nah, it's
it
real.
makes it, yeah.
It's real.
So what's the process of you doing your music? Like, you know what I'm saying? Was this all a plan? Like, of course, you plan on people rocking to your music, but
Right.
like you said, Die Young, you probably never would have thought that Die Young was gonna be that one.
No.
Tell me
No.
about that because your facial expression, they can see you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
so what was you thinking about Die Young when you recorded it? You just like, that's a hard song, but you didn't think that was gonna be one.
I just recorded like everything. Like I just be freestyle. I don't be right. Like I just recorded it. I was like next.
So you'll never have one song that you be like, that you know from Feed the Streets 2 that you was like, man, this gonna be it. I know this.
I mean, the songs that I play over and over, I be like, all right, this might be something. But then what do I know?
Right.
You feel me? I don't know nothing. I just know what I like.
Fans
I don't know what a million other people like. So I just be like, man, we gonna throw it out. And let's just see. Now Die Young, I put it out. All my singles, I really don't even want to put, I don't be wanting to put out singles. Like
Right.
I just want to put out the project and then you pick the singles. That's how I be wanting to do it. But the fans did it. Every time I got on live, drop Die Young, drop Die Young, drop Die Young. Like, fuck. All right. I dropped it. I dropped it on SoundCloud. Shit went stupid. And then the same thing with the new song every season. That's kind of like, it's some new shit going on. But I got like 1 million views on my Instagram because I did like this freestyle thing. And then Meek posted, and I got 2 million. And then they was like, drop it. So then I dropped that. And then it went viral again.
Is it frustrating sometimes to like, as a creative, to do something, do a project, and want to, you know, deliver it to the world in one way, and you got labels, you got people saying, "Nah, you got to drop a single, you got to drop this, you got to drop." Does it get frustrating sometimes?
Nah, I'm a president of my label.
Right.
Bird Vision. I tell whoever incorporating my business, I tell them what I want.
Right.
That's how it go. I ain't about to be nobody, do boy. That's how.
Yeah,
I gotta salute you for just having that mindset at a young age, because a lot of cats, like, that's why I go back to like how like wondering how you was raised and like how you grew up, because I don't know if you know it because you just you know what I'm saying? But meeting a lot of young cats, bro, like you so ahead of your time. You know what I'm saying? It's just even this conversation. I know some grown folks can't come in here and have a conversation like you are talking to us right now, and let alone thinking that they can even have their own business, because a lot of young cats don't think that. They think they have to be up under this person, but you started your own thing. Like, where did all this come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come from somewhere, bro. You got to figure it out, okay?
Nah, I mean, I seen my mom. She was a business owner. She did hair. At first it was in the back of my grandma's house, and then she got a solar salon out in LA, but that's big. Like, to be black and have a solar salon, like, that's not normal. Like, that's in Huntington Beach. Like, that's some
Big.
crazy,
Big
that's
compliment.
not something that. But that was like towards when I was at the end of high school, but I was on some other shit already by that time. Like, so I seen it, and I guess that's what planted the seed of me being in that type of mindset. But, you know, it just took me to have hiccups and stuff like that, but still had that, like, you know, mentality that I just got to be my own boss. I always tell my mama. She used to tell me clean my room. I used to tell her, like, I'm going to have a maid. That's just always been my mentality. I don't know.
I salute you, man. So look, off this Feed the Streets too, if nobody has been a Roddy Ricch fan, what 3 songs, I always ask this, what 3 songs besides Die Young they have to listen to, it's a must listen to you, that you will want them to listen to you, that really identify you and your music?
I would have to say Down Below, and that was produced by Scott Storch. Faces, produced by Sonic, and Every Season, produced by Cassius J.
So wait a minute, this Scott Storch,
Yeah.
how the hell that happened?
Damn.
You getting some
My boy-
wins,
nah,
man.
I know,
You
my-
getting a lot of wins,
My
and a lot of
nigga
cats not
Kiefer,
getting, Roddy.
man, my boy Kiefer, he put it together. My boy Kiefer. He got relationships with Scott's management. So it was like, he met me, he was like, man, you dope. I wanna rock with you. This before I even had Die Young out or anything. So I think I made Down Below before I made Die Young. And so I went to his house. I pulled up to his crib, and we was just cooking.
You got an interesting story, man. I'm
Definitely.
waiting to see where your career, cause you getting a whole lot of oops, man. You getting a lot of oops, bro. So you definitely blessed, fool. So I gotta salute you on that, man. All your hard work, my guy.
I think what makes an artist have longevity is their mindset. I think for a young up and coming artist, you got a dope mindset, because what he was trying to say earlier is that most of the dudes, young and old, come in here and they sound stupid.
Yep.
To be
That's pretty
honest
much
with you.
that's pretty much
You know what
straightforward.
I'm saying? And then you come in here, you're intelligent, you know what you want. You know what I mean? You've been through some things at a young age.
Yeah.
So it's dope, man. We hope you have a long career.
I
You know what I mean?
appreciate that.